Well, this is part 2 of the single hand multiple bounce combinations. So you definitely want to watch part 1 because I'm not going to go over that again. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do triples and then quadruplets and pentuplets, sextuplets, septuplets, and octuplets, and then a multiple bounce buzz roll. Now, we're going to get into what's called phrasing when we get into these bigger groups. But right now, let's just talk about triple strokes. So it's just, again, I'm not going to go into the techniques because there's all videos just for that. 1, 2, 3. So you could count it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So all these are really what's called molar strokes because it's a whip. You can do it with a whip, the molar. See that elbow coming in? So you can might want to watch about molar. I think I have some videos on that too. Okay, so but you can use it all fingers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. A little bit of whip of the wrist. So there's different techniques to get that. See that elbow coming? I like to stay loose as much as I possibly can. So you're not going to do that for very long. You're going to get bored doing triplets. So you can alternate them. 1, 2, 3. How about counting 1 4 times? That's repeating it. Then alternating. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 40. How about walking? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 So I'm trying to use my wrist, but also my fingers. So again, we can put something in front of it. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Right? So we got to change the counting. Or 1 or 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a and a. Now inverting it is tricky. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 2 and a. Now this is really about pulling your fingers in at the very end, staying loose. See, I'm pulling my fingers in. Loose, loose, tight, loose, loose, tight. And I like to pull it up. Pulling it up. Dun, 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 dun. Might do that unison. So I'm pulling it up with my hands, my fingers. Da, da, da. Loose, loose, tight. Loose, loose, up. Loose, loose, squeeze. Loose, loose, squeeze. Loose. That's a technique that you can use. So, or we can do that free rebound. 1 2 3, and you got to pick it up. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. I keep a very loose grip. I'm really letting it bounce and picking it up. I wish I was better with my left hand. I don't do it enough. There's a unison. I tend to drag it. I would do a lot of unisons to drag that weak left hand, yoke it to the right hand. So I'm not an expert at these things, and I'm doing these things to teach myself. So again, you could add a left hand in after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. I like to accent on the rim shots just like I like accenting on tom-toms. And so that's what this is all about. You can add feet in the front and the back of it. So let's get into this phrasing of when you get into quadruplets. Now you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. So that's a phrase, but you could do a 2-note phrase. So you accent this 1 2 1 2. So it sounds like 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1, right? 1 2 1 2. It's a pumping action. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, this is just like doing a bunch of these, right? But the thing is, you're adding a foot or your other hand after a 2-2 phrase. So you're going, so it's not just like this. So it's like 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. Now this is really important for mixed time feels and mixed meters, mixed time signatures. So this is really helping you feel progressive rock, progressive jazz, progressive anything where they have time feels in phrases. So you could add a left hand. So you go 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 1. So you could call it a 1 instead of a 5. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1. See how fun this is? And then you can add 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and I'm going to make them soft. So you get some fun stuff. Now when you add your feet in there, you're going to get some more counting things. You're going to go 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1. So I haven't worked on this. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now you get a 6. Now you can, if you add this, you got 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We did that. If you add that, it would be 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you see how complicated these get, but you're going to get super coordinated doing this stuff. So variety is a spice. Sneak up on your brain, many different directions, and boom. So what really is cool is you can add the flam in there. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So I added a flam in front of this, and that's cool. You know, a flat flam. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. That's used a lot in funk or rock ballads where you play 16ths on the right hand. Let's talk about fives. I'm going to run out of time. We can break this into groups of 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. Very common. 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Now we could add one on the end. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, and add 2 on the end. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Then you can get your feet in the front or the back. You see how thickened this becomes. So you're getting a real workout here, and these phrases, think about it, 3 plus 3 is 6, 2 plus 4 is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6. Look at all the phrasing possibilities when you get into 7s and 8s. Now let's talk about this multiple bounce buzz thing. That's just learning how to take your fingers off, and there's a whole video on that. Learning how to take your fingers off and only being in 2 fingers on the stick. So there's my fulcrum. So it's pretty loose in here, but it doesn't slide. It's pretty loose. So I keep my fingers near the stick, but not touching the sticks. So that's what that is. And you're bouncing it a lot. Again, I'm going to add that left hand. The 2 after the buzz. I went the left side and I buzzed. That's it. And then I did 2. I'm going to add the feet. Almost sounds like a drag after a while. Drags, you know? Because this gets buzzing right before that. Sounds like an orchestral drag. So, see, that's just a right buzz with a left hand after it, a foot in front of it. There's an alternating version of it. Now I'm going to get it close together, and that's a drag. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Separate them out. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 3. See, I'm starting this way up here. A drag is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. See how I made this not accented and accented? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You can tell I need a lot more work on getting a lot of bounces out of the left hand. This one really has a good, because I do a lot of bounces with the left, with the right hand. So you might want to just practice getting it and letting it bounce. Anyway, so have fun with this. Like I said, use many sounds to help you with memory, but also for your beats and for fills around the drum set. And the countings, we tried all kinds of countings here. How do you count this stuff? 6s, you could count 1 2 3 4 5 6. You could do phrasing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4. You could count it as 6. You could go 1-ia, 2-ia, right? 8 note triplets. 1-ia, 2-ia, 1-ia, 2-ia. 16 note triples, 1 to da, and da, 2 to da, and da, 3 to da, and da. Sevens, nobody really knows how to count those. You could count it like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just leave a space after 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's 7. 8s, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 e and a 2 e and a 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 1 e and a 2 1 e, right? 8. But you could do it these phrases, right? 1 e and a 1 e and a 2 e and a, there's 4, right? 1 e and a 2 e and a, that's phrases of 4. 1 and, you could change the counting. 1 and 2 e a 3 e a, 1 and 2 e a 3 e a, 1 and 2 e a 3 e a, because 2 e a 3 e a is triplet. 2 e a 3 e a, 1 and 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 2 e a 3 e a, 1 and. So you can come up with countings instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come up with a counting that works for you. It's really just a memory aid, but it will help you with when you read music. You'll have this experience in your head to pull from. All right, I think we did it. There's a lot of information in there. Hope you send this out to your friends in drumming so they could get turned on to this. I just ask, seek, and knock. 2 or 3 days goes by. Maybe I'll roll it by one of my students and they'll add some to it. It's a really community effort. And that's what I'm hoping that Spirit Music Meetups will be, as a community where you share at the bottom of the page with one another. As musicians, as drummers, there's a whole drum page out there, but most of it's just for musicians. And to really ask some serious questions and deeply probe, motives, approaches to learning, anointed, prophetic, and spontaneous music. Sharing that with one another. It's supposed to be reciprocal in the body of Christ. There's not supposed to be any heads. There's only one head, it says, and the rest of us are brethren. There's only one head, but somehow a lot of people have got this idea that there's head pastors and head this and head that. No, there's no hierarchy. There's no top-down structure. At least that's what it was intended. And Jesus warned about that quite a bit, not to exercise authority over others. Well, that's a hierarchy. And that's how hierarchies work. They exercise authority over those who are under them. And he explains this. He says, it shall not be. I mean, very stern words. So somehow the churches went haywire with this power thing. And so we don't want that in this ministry. It's everybody sharing with one another. So I'm just one of the voices. So you guys need to interact with this video, comment on it, share it with one another, share it with your friends, subscribe, because there's hundreds of videos out there. I don't know when I'm going to make them, so you'll find out when you're subscribed. You'll get a notification, I guess. And then, go out to the website and comment on the different pages and build a community out there. And there's a meetups page where you guys can actually meet up with each other wherever you're at and learn how to play and do this together. Yeah, that's what it's about. Learning how to do this together. It's not supposed to be a one-man show, on a desert island somewhere, Gilligan's Island. So you share it with each other, teach one another, and really also bring this to the churches and out in the parks. It's really learning how to go with the flow of God, learning how to go with the flow. And even learning all this is just going with the flow, right? Don't fight it. Go with the flow. All right. God bless you very much. Bye-bye.